All right. This is great because we're actually running a little bit ahead of time. Us pastors love that when the service is running ahead of time because it means that we can give the long version of our message instead of the short version. Okay. About a month ago, Kylie and I got to go out on a date, which doesn't happen a lot. So we went to the movies, which we like to do, and we saw a film called Napoleon. I don't know if anybody's seen this movie. It was quite good, I thought. I'm a bit of a history buff, and I'm particularly fascinated with the time of the American War of Independence and French Revolution, which kind of happened at around the same time. It was fascinating to sort of see in film form some of the events that are very famous in our history. And ever since we saw that film, I've had revolution on my mind. Don't worry, it doesn't involve guillotines or anything like that. But I have had revolution on my mind. The acclaimed theologian N.T. Wright wrote a really good book about Easter called The Day the Revolution Began. Now, I have a ton of respect for N.T. Wright and I love his books. I own like a shelf full of them. But I don't agree with him about Easter. I don't think Easter is the day the revolution began. I think today is the day the revolution began. Christmas was when the forces of heaven directly interrupted human history. Christmas is the moment that heaven invades earth. I don't know if you've ever thought about that. Heaven invades earth and nothing, just like in France in the 19th century, nothing will ever be the same again, except this is for the whole world. The world will never be the same. The Messiah has come, and he's going to turn the world upside down. So I think Christmas is the revolution. The way that God chooses to intervene in the human story is kind of shocking. I don't know if you've ever thought about the vulnerability of the Christmas story. I've got a little picture. I think I just stuffed Ryan up. Sorry, Ryan. We've got our little image there that we have from the story. We have Mary and Joseph in the stable. We don't know for sure that they stayed the night in the stable, but Jesus was certainly laid in a manger, and mangers were found in stables. The humility of this. We have Jesus, the Son of God. He doesn't come, he could have come as like a prince to an emperor or something like that. That'd be the way we'd do it, I think, right? I'd do it that way. But he doesn't. He's born in straw and animal poo. The stable would have stunk. It wouldn't have been a nice place. He's born into poverty. He's born as a member of a nation that are downtrodden and enslaved. He isn't born to privilege. The humility and vulnerability of a baby is not what people expected their Messiah to look like. And it is breathtaking. The vulnerability is breathtaking. And we struggle to describe Jesus sometimes because he's complex. Okay, it's not simple. Some people want to say Jesus was a conservative, and he was sometimes. Some people want to say Jesus was a revolutionary, and he was sometimes. Some people want to say that he was a good teacher, and he was. Some people want to say he told great stories, and he did. How do we actually describe Jesus? At the most basic level, Jesus is a physical, earthly incarnation of love. Love. Love is really hard to describe. If I asked you to describe love, I bet you'd find it harder than you might think to describe love to somebody. But love is very intangible, isn't it? And it looks different in different relationships. But love had to be made real. It had to be made incarnate. It was the only way to change the hearts of humans. There was no other way. God had tried all kinds of other ways, and we never got it. So we have Jesus, we have the Son, born into poverty. I always marvel at the fact that the story plays out in a way that actually requires humans to participate in it. I don't know if you've ever thought about that. The story of Jesus can't happen without Mary and Joseph, because a baby can't survive on its own. The story actually requires humans to take part in it. We're not passive. Jesus isn't something that happened to us. Humans had to play their role in the story. I find that incredible to think about. So Merry Christmas. At a time when it feels like our culture doesn't have room for Jesus, let's remember the whole point of this day. The last couple of weeks we've been talking here about, is there room for Jesus in your December? Because December's so busy, right? And I made the comment that Kylie used to accuse me of hating Christmas because I'm the Grinch, right? But actually I love Christmas. It's December I'm not real keen on. Is there room for Jesus? Because you can't have Christmas without Jesus. There's no point. So let's remember the point of the day. It's fun to have presents. It's wonderful to spend time with family. Those are all good things. But let's remember what the real point of the day is. The forces of heaven have invaded this world and changed it forever. The world will never be the same. The King has come with his revolution to change the hearts of men, to change the hearts of humans. The King has come. Glory to the King. Glory to Jesus the Messiah. We're going to sing one more song, and it's not a Christmas song. We're going to sing a song about Jesus the Messiah, Jesus the King, who's come to change this world.